Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge. As you can see, a little bit of a different scenery behind me today. So today the folks had to go out to a family event to go enjoy some of their family members out east. And so I got a little bit of a to-do list here. This is just a very small portion of it. I gotta feed and medicate one of the horses for their midday lunch, and I figured I'd bring you along for that, and maybe later on for the evening feeding when I bring everybody in for that. So let's kind of get to it. Let me turn this camera around so you can get a little bit of a first-person view. All right, so down here in the tack room, and here's the feed. And we got a whole bunch of other stuff in here. There's like medications and things like that we need to give to this one horse that we have. His name is Breeze, and we try to make sure, turn this light off before I forget, try to make sure, because him and his buddy Andy, they're neighbors down here, and we want to make sure that Andy, because he seems to be a little bit on the bossy side, and they share stalls actually. Even though they have separate stalls, they're completely content in whichever one. So this one typically is Breeze's stall, and the one down here on the end, this is where Andy usually is. So we have to do a little bit of herding cats here. So there's Andy there, right in front of us, just on the other side of that post. And Breeze is that little white speck just to the left of Andy, a little further out in the other pasture. So these guys don't really seem to be interested in coming in. So normally they hear the ranger coming down the hill, and they know what that means. That's typically their roach coach. But let me see if I can get Andy's attention and get him down here to basically lock him in his stall. That's typically what we try to do to make sure that they stay separated for the duration that Breeze will be eating his medication. That way Andy doesn't get a dose of something he shouldn't be. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, so see if we can get Andy to his stall. Andy, come on, buddy. Cookie's in the corner, man. Yeah, right. Hey, Breeze. Come on, buddy. Good boy. All right, so now that I got Breeze in motion, maybe Andy will come running, trying to investigate, which there we go. There's Andy, and Breeze is coming. So let's see. It's almost kind of like the lottery, trying to figure out which tube that winning number is gonna pop up into. Come on, you guys. Come on. Get it sorted out. That way I can get in there. Come on, Andy. Come on, bud. Which one you going into? You gonna go in here, or you gonna go in there? You guys gotta make up your mind. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Inside. You're gonna go inside? No. I ain't getting tangled up with you, that's for sure. Yeah, Andy's one of those horses that's kind of, for the most part, he's really friendly. But he does get a little bit quirky. Sometimes he'll turn around and smush you against the wall. But he's a little goofy. All right, so let me see if I can get this sorted out. I really don't have a tripod. You can see Andy's down there pinning his ears back. So yeah, he likes to push people around. So, hey, Breeze, come on, buddy. Cookie's in the corner, Breeze. Come on, bud. Let me grab his feed bucket. See what we can do here. They're not used to me doing the feeding, you know. Every once in a while, you know, mom or dad will get sick, and I'll find myself over here taking care of the horses. And a lot of times, I mean, this is the least amount of horses we've had here. A lot of times, you know, we'll have, you know, 9, 10, sometimes there was times in the past where we had 13 horses here. I've been able to kind of get along just fine, but things are constantly changing here with medication. Breeze, come on, buddy. Breeze, come on. I got your food, dude. Come on. Attaboy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, bud. Are you going in there? Or are you coming in here? Where are you going? Why don't you make up my mind, huh? I figured, I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in watching this kind of silly stuff, but, you know, we'll, all right, so. I'm going to put this here and see for some stupid reason, they both keep going to this corner pocket. Andy, stop blocking the guy. All right, well, it looks like the only way I'm gonna get this done is definitely not like Mom and Dad do it. I'm gonna have to put a halter on Andy and get him inside the old-fashioned way. I don't know, they have some system where they got this psychological game that they play with them. I'm not into that. So let me, I'm gonna see if I can clamp this camera here with this crazy contraption that I think I just broke. Hold on a minute. All right, you guys wait just here for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can get that lead rope on Andy and get him in here. Come on in, bud. Come on, inside. Good boy. Stay out. Out. Get. Andy, stay. If I get hurt, Grandma's gonna kick your butt. Out. Get. Oh, stay. Stay. Here, bud. Good boy. Capri's. Gotta go get your meds. Alright, well, that was a little bit more complicated than I wanted it to be. But, ultimately, what needed to be done was getting done. All right, so here's Breeze. He's a good horse. You know, it's just they got a mind of their own, you know, and just like any other animal, the only thing they got on their mind is food. So there's Andy. So normally I guess what they do is they get Andy locked in a stall and they leave Breeze's stall open. So and Breeze can just, you know, eat in his open stall, you know, at his leisure, and Andy will be locked in usually to you know, leave him alone while he's eating his happy meds. So now this way around. Hi, Andy. Hey, buddy. I know you want his food. Everybody wants everybody's food. I get it. But well, that was fun. So, but not really out of the ordinary, honestly. Like I said, they have a method down where, you know, the horses know something's different, right? So I'm down here feeding them. Mom and dad, or dad, I should say, aren't down here doing the feeding. So right off the bat, they knew something was different. That's why they stayed out in the pasture, which, you know, I kind of anticipated that. Like I said, they've got a mind of their own, and you know, they're not exactly thinking the same thing every minute, other than food, right? As you can see, Andy's got his head poked in here and investigating. Now, like I said before, Andy and Breeze, they share stalls. They do silly things like they have access, you know, from the pasture outside. They both have access to each other's stalls. And my father was, you know, and I were just laughing the other day about how, you know, when we turn them out, right, Andy will walk out of his stall, Breeze will walk out of his stall, and he'll go out and they'll pass each other right in the pasture. They'll walk right past each other and they'll go investigate each other's stall. And then they go, oh, okay, there's no food in here or nothing, you know, special. And then they'll walk back out, they'll pass each other again, and then they'll go and they'll investigate their stalls again. So, yeah, they're just animals. Funny a lot of times, but so, all right, well, anyway, now I'm just rambling. But I figured, you know, some of my viewers out there, I believe, I know there's at least one, that would be Tom and his wife from Fayette Farms, Pennsylvania. I keep saying Fayette, it's Fate. Oh, anyway, you know, I know they have an equine facility that is been worked on incrementally. You can see their progress, and you know, you guys might want to stop over there and watch their channel, because Tom and his wife, they have some pretty cool projects going on over there throughout this you know, building of this farm. And yeah, Tom's got some pretty cool content over there, so it might be worth checking it out, especially if you're somebody who's got some sort of relation to horses. So but anywho, we're gonna move on to doing some firewood a little bit later today. Probably sooner than later. I'm just waiting for Breeze to get done with his medication here, and then we'll switch over to doing some firewood. I got a bunch of big rounds split up in the last video I made, and that's what either me by myself, or maybe Teresa might come down and help me do some of that splitting as well. So there's a good chance that she'll be doing some splitting, and I'll be doing a lot of the handling of the rounds, because they are pretty big and heavy. And we'll try to get a couple face cords done. We'll see what happens. Talk to you soon. everybody, we're down here at the wood yard. As you can see, I've got Teresa with me. I wasn't sure
Hi, everybody.
if that was going to happen today or not, but we were fortunate enough to get a little window of reprieve for Teresa, and I call it reprieve. Now she's down here doing heavy lifting. So
That's okay. I'd rather be doing this than being up at the house.
yeah, well, you know, being in the house can get kind of stuffy after a while, and on top of that, you know, today is a really nice day to be outside. And it's kind of one of those temperatures where you could wear, you know, something like this, do a little bit of physical labor, and not feel like you're dying, you know, from heat exhaustion. So, I also want to apologize for the wind. I'm sure you can hear it. Hopefully, it's not too bad. So that being said, you know, with the wind being like it is, we're just going to get this video cranked up and get this log splitter pumping out some firewood. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you like this content that you're watching today, if you could subscribe, comment, hit that like button, and maybe even share with some friends. Let's get to it. Out the camera lens. I hope you guys can still see us. Yeah, we got those two phase cords done, so I'm really happy with that. And I mentioned before when I was going up and down the hill in the skid loader, I'm hoping that maybe this upcoming weekend I might be able to link up with AJ and get me another 12 pack of those log lift bags. But did you have a decent time today down here?
Yeah. Those oak pieces were so kind of heavier than I thought
Yeah,
they would
actually,
be.
you know what? Those weren't even the oak pieces.
They weren't?
No.
What
no.
were they?
So we had today we split ash and we split maple.
Why was it so heavy?
The maple's the ones with the flaky bark, and we actually had some sections that were the cores were rotted out. That was the maple, and the other stuff is the ash. Now,
Wow.
here's something I actually want to bounce off of you guys, and I'm glad you were talking about the species of wood, because you did kind of remind me. While I was splitting today, or Teresa was splitting, and I was chasing rounds round and round, I was pondering in my mind, you know, if it would be a good idea or not to mix a hardwood like oak with a wood. I don't know where maple really falls on the Jinka scale as far as hardness. I know that there's a hard maple and a soft maple. I really don't know a huge amount of where they fall on the Jinka scale. So one thing I do know is that oak is, whether it's red oak or white oak, they tend to take close to 2 years, maybe a year and a half, depending on how small your splits are, to season. And my little brain started thinking, gee, that would be a real shame to mix a wood like maple that tends to dry and season quite quickly, and also begin the decomposition process shortly thereafter. I don't have enough years experience with seasoning something like maple to know when it's perfect, and then when that line starts to become, okay, well now it's starting to rot and decay. So my concern was, if I put maple with something like oak, is maple going to hold for that 2-year seasoning process? So I put it with ash, because ash basically is ready to burn before you even cut it down these days, because most of it's standing dead. And even if you did let it sit for several months or so, it's going to season quickly. So I figured, maple and ash would be a better way, two species that would be safe to split and mix together in a tote or a log lift bag. I could be wrong, I could be way off base, but if you guys could, in the comments, tell me what you think. Tell me, am I off? Am I out of touch? Am I off base on the subject? Or am I kind of thinking clearly about that? But yeah, I just thought that'd be interesting subject matter for us to all talk about, maybe on the Back 40 Live on Friday or something. But yeah, so that's where my wheels were rolling around while we were splitting. But before I end the video, I would like to put 2 more stickers on the excavator. I brought a couple more stickers down, and I'm kind of running low. We gotta, see if we can get some more stickers over here on the channel, so I can, fill this gap here a little bit more. I think I might have 1 more that I haven't put on yet. I could be wrong. It might be just a different sticker from the same channel. But let me grab, let's see what we have here. So we've got, okay, so we've got Brad's sticker, firewood at the firewood at the furnace, and it's the one with the eagle with the chainsaw. I thought that one was really cool. I really enjoyed that one. It's a sharp looking sticker. And then we've got one of Heath and Rachel's hardworking man stickers. Okay, and we're going to find you guys some real estate here, which shouldn't be hard to do. It's a big blank spot yet. The real estate is shrinking though. Hopefully I can, I just clipped my fingernails like 2 days ago, so now I'm probably going to struggle here. Get these back.
Your wife's got the claws too.
Yeah, you might be, here, hold on to that one, maybe I can, or if you want, don't let the wind, yeah, that one's got a split, this one doesn't have a split in the middle. That is convenient though. All right, finally, all right.
Yes, we're in business.
We are in business.
Don't put it upside down.
No, I won't be doing it. I mean, come on. Hooked on Phonics did better than that with me. All right, so I think we're gonna put Heath and Rachel kind of right next to log cabin firewood and right on their side there. And yeah, I missed Heath and Rachel's podcast about an hour ago. I was looking at my phone and then it popped up and I'm like, son of a. And of course, naturally, we're down here at the wood yard, doing our thing for our YouTube channel, and we're missing the podcast with with Heath and Rachel. That really kind of got to me a little bit, honestly. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put Brad
That looks good there.
right here.
Nice sticker. I like that.
That is a sharp sticker, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's just a really cool sticker.
feel it brisk in the air. It looks like I'm going to be getting that stove fired up tonight.
Yeah, it might be getting that stove fired up again tonight. How about you guys? Have you guys had your stoves fired up? I know we've had our stove fired up for what, five or six nights so far? Not consecutive usually.
Yeah, no.
We were on and off, but you know, when the temperatures start getting down into the mid to low 40s, you know, we tend to try to at least do it at night to take the chill off the house for first thing in the morning. But throughout the day, we'll just
Yeah, it goes
let
up.
it go.
Yeah, once it starts getting back up to the 50s and
Yeah.
lower 60s, it's not even worth it.
Yupper. So yeah, we're filling the space. I'll get you guys a little bit of a close up here. Hopefully I can move the camera without making you guys sick. That's one of Teresa's biggest complaints is some of the YouTube channels that I watch doing other things like construction and stuff. When they move their cameras around, sometimes they're a little quick to do so.
Yeah, and the motion sickness comes in. Not enough drama mean in the world to stop
Yeah.
that.
But yep. So anywho, we're gonna end the video here today, and I really appreciate you guys coming down and chilling out with us, watching our content, and we're trying to do the best we can with the camera gear that we have for angles. There's really not a ton more angles that I can think of without having a drone, you know, to really make it more interesting. But so if you guys like the content that you're watching here on the Mount Tammany Ridge channel, just if you could hit that like button, subscribe, you know, make comments if you could, and share with your friends. Hit the notification bell so you guys know when we upload a new video. Speaking of uploading videos, I'm really gonna try hard to post a video for Sunday, and I believe what did I decide on? I'm trying to remember what I decided on. I can't even get my stuff straight. So I believe Sunday I was going to try to be posting videos, and I think it Wednesday. So Sunday and Wednesday I would like to be able to post a video. I'm kind of going based off my analytics a little bit, but that all kind of seems to change a little bit. So, but if it makes it easier for the viewers to know roughly you know, when I'm going to be posting my content, it might make it a little easier for you guys to kind of keep me on your radar. So, but that's going to be it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Night, folks.